Hey everybody, it's episode 4 of Retail Therapy, and I'm here again, Nowell Monteo, and I'm joined with
Matt Vicarious.
And we're here to talk about more BS.
Yeah, and I can't believe we're here at 4 episodes.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah. So, how have you been? I mean,
Pretty good, man.
We've kind of seen each other a bunch lately because of work-related stuff, which is always kind of fun because
we don't get to work together often because we don't work at the same store, obviously.
No.
But when we do get to work together, it's awesome.
It's fun because we just get stupid.
It's just like us hanging out.
Yeah, pretty much.
But we also have to do important things.
Yeah, important things for sure. Yeah, so the other night, so we're recording this Friday night. So Wednesday night, we had to stay late to prep the inventory at your store.
Yep.
And yeah, it was when you stay up that late. I mean, I guess midnight sounds super late,
yeah.
But for me it is because I'm an old man.
Yeah.
And also,
I mean, that's the beginning of my night.
Yeah, for you, God damn it, I don't know how you still do it. We're the same age, and you're still like, I'm up till 3 a.m.
Well, I was telling Victoria today, and she thinks I'm crazy too because she's kind of like you.
Yeah.
As far as your sleep schedule.
Uh-huh.
And I was telling her, I don't have a bedtime. My bedtime is when my eyes shut.
Yeah, it's when you literally pass out with a controller in your hands.
Yeah. I like it that way.
Do you not wake
Tara
up?
doesn't like that.
Yeah,
but
I can imagine. She's just like
she fucking comes out.
She like slaps the side of the bed and she's like, God damn it,
it's empty.
This
again.
Fucking turd is just sleeping on the couch.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you basically lived at my house, that was par for the course.
Oh man.
You would wake up, or I would wake up. Well, either wake up or in the morning, or be late in the evening, and you'd just be sleeping to the galaxy map in Mass Effect.
That's my go to sleep noise.
Yeah,
go to sleep music.
I'm gonna hit that pause button. And yeah, I can't remember who it was, but I think somebody actually downloaded the galaxy map theme to like help them sleep. Did you do that?
I did that for a little while.
So you just like.
I think it was when I first moved to San Diego because everything was all new.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I miss my friends and just all the good times.
Scary / exciting.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to help myself sleep. I downloaded freaking Galaxy Map music.
Yeah.
Sure enough, put me out.
Yeah, there's something about BioWare's menu screens that kind of do that to people, because I remember Adam would play Knights of the Old Republic on the Xbox, and he would fall asleep in his beanbag chair. I would show up at his house, and he'd just be passed out, just...
Well, Adam and I always had that joke about how we just violently fall asleep.
Oh yeah, like it's like you threw your head into the side of the couch and
God,
dead. Okay, Jesus. For me, like my eyes start getting like that sandy feeling to them, and I'm like, all right, I gotta stop this. I gotta go to bed.
Not me. I fight it every step of the way.
You know, it's funny you mention that because I've done that probably in the past couple months where I got into a game. Like when I was playing Shadow of Mordor, or when I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn, I powered through the sandy eye sleepy state, and I got like a second wind. And I was like, oh, I'm not that tired right now. Thankfully, I didn't have to work the next day.
That's how I live my life, Matt.
God, it's like just.
I just always like, oh, I gotta open. I can go to bed.
You're just always redlining. But yeah. God, I can't do it anymore. I mean, I've been an old man most of my life.
You also like getting up in the mornings.
I do. I'm so used to it now that I get up at, when I sleeping in's like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I know. My staff thinks I'm weird because they all stay up super late too. And
hey man, every group of friends got to have that one.
I guess. But so speaking of inventory, we as we were doing our counts and stuff, came to light some funny stories that happened at your store, actually.
Yeah. So we have this this banner hanging from our ceiling right now.
And it's massive.
It's huge. It's stupid how big it is. Basically, if you're
over 6'2", 6'2", you're probably gonna hit your head on it.
Yeah. It's really, and that's having it as high as we can.
Yeah. It's stretched out.
Yeah. And so. On this sign for WWE, it's Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins, yeah, CrossFit Jesus.
Yeah, that guy. Sure.
Yeah.
And it's just him just striking a pose.
Yeah.
And I guess this sign had fallen down and hit somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And we found this out because one of my employees just came blasting in the background like, "Oh my god, the WWE sign fell and hit somebody."
I thought he said that something fell on somebody.
Oh, something like that.
And Alina was like, "Wait, what?" And freaked out, and it was just like, "Oh, his sign fell sideways."
Yeah, it fell on some fucking dumb kid.
Yeah. And why did it fall?
Because the kid was probably trying to smack his dick off.
And for context,
because the sign it ends right
at his dick.
Below his crotch.
Yeah, so he's dick out.
Yeah,
all the way, and he's doing that Superman pose where you're just like, God, I just want to hit him right in his dick.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. And this kid was like, I'm gonna
jump up.
I'm gonna sue you guys. I'm like,
well, I mean, as a kid, that's what you would. Anything that was like low hanging, you always try to jump and hit
even if it's not low hanging.
Doesn't matter.
You're in a parking garage. Oh, I'm gonna jump and hit every one of those beams.
Yeah, you
every
try.
single one.
Yeah,
and no, I never did.
Or you try to hit the basketball net.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever was there to do.
It was the infinite sadness for me because I'm short.
Well, I'm not tall either, so it happens. But yeah, that was pretty funny. Just the idea that some kid was like, I'm gonna slap this sign and then just fall down, and then just like act like they're gonna sue.
Yeah, he thought he would have any sort of leverage over us. Like, oh, I'm gonna sue you guys because that hit me in the head and hurt me. Like, maybe if you didn't try and smack his dick, it probably wouldn't have fallen down on you.
It's way out of your way, dude. Like, you definitely went out of your way to cause problems because you're not tall enough for that to happen. And
then what made it even funnier is the kid was short on change to pay for his game that he was buying.
That's awesome.
It's like, hey, motherfucker.
It's like, I'll cover you the change, but you can never knock anything over.
Yeah, don't knock our shit over anymore, and I'll cover you. Like, you win this time.
Oh god. Okay, fine, I got it. Yeah. So the other funny things that we have in our stores are these standees, these little cardboard cutouts of people.
God.
And people want them so badly.
Yeah, like we have a Shaq one for NBA 2K18 right now.
Yep.
And it's not life size. It's not quite there, but it's probably close.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I used to, when I first started working retail, I used to be that guy who was like, I want that poster, I want that standee, I want this thing. And because I had nothing.
Yeah.
So I had nothing good. I had no decorations, I had no anything that was nice.
Yeah.
We're living in a bachelor pad and with 2 other dudes or 3 other dudes or 4 other dudes
who are also gamers.
And they're like, oh, I'm about this aesthetic, and I was like, give me all the things. And now I could care less. I took like the Ocarina of Time standee when it came out on the 3DS and a bunch of other stuff, and eventually just kind of just whittled away and threw away most of the stuff.
I'm actually bummed out that I can't take posters and stuff like that. Not because I'm not allowed or whatever.
Right.
It's just like I'm realistic about it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this cool gaming poster. I'm not gonna hang it up. I don't want that. Like, I don't want this as a decoration.
Because you'd want to frame it.
Yeah.
But
I'm not gonna fucking frame every single gaming poster I have.
Oh, especially if you get like the really big ones that are like, feet tall. And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get this framed. It's gonna cost me about $90.
Yeah, pass.
Yeah, no. And you're not gonna hang it up loose. But yeah, it's the difference between being like 20 years old and on the verge of 30. Yeah. Because you're like, realistically, no, this is just gonna gather.
Oh, should I probably fucking have this sweet wall scroll? No, probably not.
Ugh.
Not when I'm pushing 30. Not when you're pushing 20 even.
No. And if you're, don't guys throw away your wall scrolls because you look sick. You probably have a stink to you. Yeah. Because that's just
also the game you probably have a wall scroll for is older than you. So.
Or it's for an anime and you're like just watching it for the titties.
Yeah.
I mean.
Let's be real.
Yeah, that's all it's for. It's like the people that came in for Record of Agarist War when it first came out.
Oh, you mean like Jason?
Well, he flat out admitted that he wanted the booby mouse pad.
Yeah, see, like he didn't want it for the game. He wanted the booby mouse pad.
Yeah, that's all he wanted it for. And then the people that would come in like, oh, I pre-ordered that new game. Oh, which game was it? Which game? Oh yeah, I got this sweet life pillow and mouse pad. Oh yeah, I just like that. I just like that kind of game. Yeah, you do. Sure. Yeah. You like that kind
or
of game.
What was the Senran Kagura?
Oh God.
The
ninja boobies.
Ninja boobies.
That's what everybody calls it.
So funny, man.
I mean, it at least it's not trying to hide what it is.
Oh, it's very self-aware.
I remember arguing with an old coworker about Dead or Alive because he was like, "Oh, I can't wait for the new Dead or Alive. I'm so stoked on it." And I was like, "Yeah, you just want to watch the jigglies. Like that's all you care about." Yeah. No, it's a good fighting game. It's a good fighting game. No, you're lonely. I know your personal life. You're definitely.
See, I like that fighting game, but I actually get uncomfortable playing as one because I know how cringy it is. Like, I don't want to play as any of the female characters.
Just the noises.
It's weird.
The noises and the visuals. You're just like, God, am I playing a porno?
I fucking feel dirty playing that game. So I'm like, I'm only gonna play as the men or the more clothed women.
Are there any?
I think there's like 2 that like have more clothes.
They just wear like a whole like
wear a parka. And
they just wear like ponchos and big pants,
plastic bags.
God damn. But yeah, I never got into those fighting games myself. But I mean, I'm not really into them.
You're not missing much.
Yeah, I'm not really into fighting games. I mean, whatever.
Unless it's Injustice.
Yeah, I haven't played that in a while though. Yeah.
I mean, you're only into that one because it's DC characters, so.
And it's also got a fun gear system and leveling. Because for me, loot and gear, I'm into it. That's how games like Destiny will get me. Even though I know it's a mediocre game at best.
Whoa, easy there.
Well,
I love Destiny.
Yeah, but it's I don't know.
I get it. I mean, I love that game, but I know why people don't.
Yeah, a lot of it feels like artificial. Like, hey, you're doing a thing, but it's like the thing you did before the thing. Okay, yeah. Sure. But granted, when the newest expansion came out, I played it very, very much. I played it a lot.
Yeah.
So, which is weird. Like, we haven't really talked about games very much since episode 1.
Yeah.
Which I was playing Injustice 2 at the time, like it was going out of style, and now I haven't really played it.
So it went out of style, I guess. I'm just kidding. They come out with 2 new characters since then.
Yeah, I played as Red Hood, and he's pretty fun because he's really fast. I was expecting him to be all guns, but he's a lot of like close up, fast attacks.
That's one thing that's bothered me actually, just about the gun characters is I get frustrated when they're shooting people in the face.
Yeah.
With actual guns.
Yeah.
And they're not
dying.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously that would break the mechanics of a fighting game, but you get what I mean, though. Like,
that's what happens when you use your ultimate with Batman on a non-super character like Green Arrow, and he literally carries them up into the stratosphere.
Yeah.
Throws them down, shoots them with machine guns and rockets, and then shoots them into the earth.
Yeah.
And he's good.
He's good.
It's like a quarter of his health gone. That's it. No. Fighting games like with that realism, you just have to kind of suspend disbelief.
But it's just the guns thing is what bothers me. Like I get everything else, all that it's wacky, but it's when it's a gun involved is when I get irritated.
Yeah, I can understand that because the guns do make it feel like, well, you're not really shooting somebody, you're
I think, as sad as it sounds, if they straight up said that they're using like beanbags or something during the fight,
that would help you.
Like, okay, I got it.
They're just using non-lethal rounds.
Yeah. Switch to non-lethal mode, like right at the beginning of the match. Yeah. Like, cool, I got it.
Set phasers to stun. Okay, cool.
I'm set. I get it.
It makes sense. But yeah, that is a weird thing. Yeah, like Deadshot and
Red Hood.
Harley uses like a joke gun.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel as bad. But when it's something that looks like an actual gun.
Yeah. Especially Deadshot. Like, his thing is he's an assassin that uses guns. Like a rifle.
And he doesn't miss.
Yeah, and he doesn't miss. Like, so what'd you do? Nothing.
Yeah.
If he's fighting Superman, like, I don't need to try and suspend disbelief because it makes sense.
Yeah.
But if he's again fighting Green Arrow.
Or Black Canary or somebody who doesn't have super strength or super skin.
Yeah.
what do you call it?
Super eyeballs.
When you're impervious to damage. I don't know what you would call that.
Oh, God.
But yeah. So we got real loopy the other night after the inventory. During the inventory, actually, showing you guys the Steve Harvey fart.
Oh my god.
video where he's just basically having an existential crisis.
See, I didn't even watch the video. I just heard what was happening.
Fart!
Fart!
Oh my god, it's so good.
Tallywhacker.
It's just the contestants giving the worst answers, and Steve Harvey just.
No, was the video kind of like a YouTube poop style of thing?
It wasn't as.
It was like cutaways and stuff.
It wasn't as jumpy, but it would like cut to his face just looking real, just
bummed out.
He just wanted to just die, from some of the things that people were doing, and it definitely takes watching the video to also appreciate just how stupid these contestants are, and how it's like this is for a TV show that kids can watch, and the people being surveyed aren't gonna give you adult answers. They're just gonna
dick and balls.
Yeah, exactly. They're not gonna see just butts and farts. No, they're not. No. But yeah, so the next day, I mean, we both got up super early, and afterwards we were gonna record, which is kind of why this is probably gonna go up a little bit later than normal.
Yeah.
And we were both just out of it.
Yeah.
I made it home, my 45-minute drive, but I got home and I got a little bit of energy from that, but I think we watched a TV show, and Chris and I laid down and we zonked out for I think like 2 hours.
Yep.
At least according to her Fitbit. I think we were out for like 2 hours.
Same. I got home. I was like passing out on the couch. Like Tara was. I was watching her, watching my eyes closed. She's like, just go to bed. Go lay down. I'm like,
I'm gonna fight it.
I can fight it.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than just being tired all day
because
you don't do anything.
Oh man, I'm fucking wasted the day.
You might as well just sleep for an hour or two and then get rejuvenated.
Yeah.
And then you can get up and do something, but nope.
I felt awful sleeping during the day.
Yeah. Yeah, and I actually realized because I worked the prep and the scan, I'm working like 14 days straight.
Ugh.
Well, no, I think it was like it's 11 days straight.
Ugh.
I mean, 2 kind of half days.
Yeah.
But still having to do like work and not actually have a full day off. It's starting to get me. It's Friday and I don't have a day off until Thursday.
Yeah.
Blah. And now I'm just complaining. So
it's okay.
Let's move on to some other topics.
Oh, actually, I can go on to some of the old signage we had. Actually, I just remembered we had last year's WWE signage was all Brock Lesnar.
Oh right, because it was Welcome to Suplex City.
Exactly. And so we had this weird like dome thing that hung from the ceiling that when people walked underneath it, it was what's his face?
Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman was like, Brock Lesnar, just like shouting at people.
See, I never set that up, and I wish I would have because that sounds hilarious.
Oh, dude, it's so funny, especially since one of my employees that was with us at that time, he loves WWE.
I do too.
And yeah, but he was so jacked that we had that sign. He just walked under it on purpose.
God. Oh my God.
Just so Paul Heyman would just shout at him.
Jesus.
Yes. So one of the things that we did, because we had some signs that we didn't need to put up, I actually cut out Brock Lesnar's face from one of the posters, and I taped it onto a plastic knife, like one of the little plastic utensils that you get from like Target or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like the perfect size. It was like a life-size face, so I'd hold it up in front of mine whenever I just walk around the store.
God. It's so scary, just like a short Brock Lesnar, just
because it was the face where he's like screaming.
Yeah, because that's the only faces he makes is if he's screaming or if he's just not saying anything.
Yeah, he's just tense and red.
Yeah,
God,
and just shaking his arms.
But it was funny because we used to use that little Brock Lesnar mask, so to speak, on conference calls.
God,
and we just because we do like video calls, so we just be out of frame, and all of a sudden we'd sneak in with this mask on. Just like, hello. People would just be freaked out.
Oh my God. Yeah, I would do that with standees, and I'd put them behind the register, and customers would walk in and go, oh God. Because it would be, an almost 7-foot tall basketball player behind the counter.
Yeah.
It's like, oh Jesus.
Well, we put some like the name tags on Shaq this year, like when we first got him.
Like old employees or?
Yeah, well, with just like a blank name tag.
Okay.
It's like, hi, my name is Shaq, or like.
That would be hilarious. I'm Kazam.
Fucking Kazam name tag.
I almost called him Shazam, and then I realized that's the music app to find out the music.
Or the superhero.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That one too.
Captain Marvel. That's what I went with. But yeah, so. God, yeah, I'm so out of it right now with being tired and stuff.
It's been a long day. You worked this morning.
Yeah, it's been a long day, and just some stuff went down that I'll talk about on next episode because I haven't really figured out how I want to talk about it.
Okay. That's
yeah,
cool.
just the shithead customer that called in, and apparently he's a problem for like the whole area.
Oh God.
You probably know him, but we'll talk about it off the air and maybe bring it back next episode.
Okay.
But before we recorded tonight, I hadn't eaten dinner, so of course, like a fat turd that I am, decided that like McDonald's. Let's go to McDonald's because I had a buy one get one free survey ticket, and Noel didn't really know about it because I was like, yeah, dude, buy one get one free any sandwich.
Yeah.
Got that sweet quarter pounder.
I thought it was only for like dollar menu type stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't think anything of it.
Well, it's any sandwich or drink, so you can get two drinks for $1.
Holy shit! What a fucking deal.
Yeah, I kind of want to test it and see if it works with the McFarty.
Oh yeah.
AKA the McFlurry. But
yeah,
because I love McFlurries.
McFlurries are good, man. They're the poor man's Blizzard.
Yeah, but Blizzards are just
They fuck you up or what?
Yeah, I think I got a lactose intolerance. I'm not super it's not super terrible, but I explode. Yeah. When I have a Blizzard, I think it's the combination because I always get cookie dough because I'm
because you're a sick old man.
Yeah, and then I just get that, and I'm like, yeah.
Well, dude, that's like the same reaction I get when I go to Winco.
Oh shit.
I get the the foot-long Italian sub. Actually, I think it's longer than a foot. It's a big sub.
Yeah, it's definitely longer than a foot. It has to be.
But I get the Italian sub, which over the years I've nicknamed the diarrhea sandwich, or the D-Wich for short.
It's so funny that because when you moved to San Diego, there wasn't really Winco near anywhere.
The closest one was an hour and a half away.
Yeah, and that's, who's going to drive it?
I didn't do that. For the record, I did not. Go.
You didn't commute an hour and a half just for Winco.
I did talk to some of my friends down there about it, and I almost did. We almost made a road trip because I told them about the D-Wich.
Just because it was
infamous. I want to try this. Yeah, it was infamous.
I remember because at my old store we had one right like in the same plaza. It was awesome because their deli is so cheap.
Oh yeah.
Like you can get like a decent sandwich for like $2.
Well, and the D-Wich is like less than $4 or like $4.
It's about $4 even.
Yeah.
And it's Italian bread, pepperoni, ham,
provolone, I think.
Provolone and salami.
Yeah.
And it's big. I used to get that, open it up, microwave it at work, and then just chow down.
And that's how you get extra sick.
I mean, maybe. I don't remember it giving me the problems it gave you.
Yeah, it definitely fucked me up. I would microwave it, but after I microwave it, I'd put ranch on it.
Oh. Yeah, no wonder. You sick man.
Yeah. God, it was so fucking good.
I mean, it sounds good. You know what? I probably wouldn't put ranch on it because then we get hot ranch.
Well, no, I put the ranch after I've heated up.
No, I know that, but I'm saying like just putting it.
Gross.
Just microwave ranch and just watch it like bubble and boil on top of the
fucking
sandwich.
Snack pack.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds like a boiling pudding. No, like I'd probably dip it if it were me.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
I'd probably slice that bad boy in half and just dunk it. I mean, if I had the foresight to have a vessel for... No, I wouldn't dunk it. I would have the ranch bottle, and I would just... At each bite, I would just slop a big old dollop on there. And
like a fucking sick dude.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how else are you going to do it?
Yeah. Oh, I used to do that with mustard and burritos.
Oh, mustard?
Yeah, dude, I'm real weird. Ask Jason about it. I used to do it, like, at school. We'd go to my house on my lunch break, and I'd get those shitty, like, little Monterey burritos or whatever, the frozen burritos. I put mustard on. I don't know what compelled me to do it. I just wanted to try it.
I mean, nobody can hear this face I'm making. It's real sick.
He's really disgusted at me.
Yeah, people do weird shit. I don't know. I think, I mean, I'm like a garbage person. I'll eat pretty much any food that's out there. And
especially when you and I hang out. We tend to eat garbage.
It's really tough because we're not discerning when it comes to food. So we're used to people who are like, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. I'm just like, I'll eat it. You're gonna throw that garbage away? I'll eat that garbage. And because I don't like wasting food.
Sure.
And that's not good because there's times where I'm like, I should just throw this out or save it for later. But I don't want the quality to diminish, so I'm just like, I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
I paid for it.
And you realize your fucking your belly has been full for a long time.
Yeah, I eat till I'm sick.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. But I've gotten better about it, and yeah, mustard's one of those things it's not a thing for me.
You don't like mustard?
Dijon mustard's okay.
Okay.
Like I will mess with that like on a hot dog or something, but French's yellow mustard. Throw it in the trash.
Dude, I love that
Set
stuff.
it on fire.
There's something about it.
Put spiders on
that never. Yeah. There's something about that regular ass yellow mustard that I like it. That's that tang, I guess.
Yeah, and it was funny. It's funny that yellow mustard is a thing because our friend Mike is also super against yellow mustard.
Oh, he hates it.
He hates it. French's yellow mustard, it's just like...
He reacts to mustard the way I react to spiders.
Pretty much.
Like, he's get it away from me.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because Mike likes the sickest thing.
Oh, yeah. Bars, hot dogs, and SpaghettiOs. So
at the same time?
Yeah, inside of it, microwaved under a saran wrap bowl.
That picture you sent us.
Oh, of the octopus hot dog?
Do you want to tell people how they would find that picture?
Oh, yeah.
Audio podcast?
Yeah, because we're not showing people this.
So while he's looking for that, it's just a picture of... It's some, eating seafood on a budget or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. I found it while I was on Instagram, and let's see, let me find it.
It's just a hot dog with half of it.
So the caption above it is it's a dank meme. It says when you're in the mood for seafood but you're on a budget, and it's a picture of mac and cheese. I think those are green beans, and then it's just hot dogs cut to look like tiny octopi, and there it is. It's just
so I woke up and saw that picture, and I was like, "Ew, what is that? Ew!" I was like, "Who just puts an octopus on the? Wait, what is that? Those are fucking hot dogs."
Yeah, because depending on how you read it, you don't think about it.
And the sad thing is, I don't know what I was more disgusted by: the thought of little octopi on a plate with green beans and mac and cheese, or hot dogs shaped like octopi.
Right. I feel like that's something I would actually like. I mean, if it were real octopi, I would. Octopi. That's the plural, right? Okay.
Octopuses.
It's puss.
That's how you do the puss.
Yes, just like Jason Mewes said, that's how you do the puss.
God.
But I think I would eat tiny little octopus like that because I've had octopus salad and where it's just I think it was raw but just soaked in ginger.
Oh, okay.
It's really good. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was gonna be when I ordered it. I thought it was gonna be a salad with octopus in it. Nope. It was just octopus tentacles.
Oh God.
On a wooden
See,
platter.
I've never had it, but I'm so in my own head about it. Whenever I see it, I don't want to even get anywhere near it.
Yeah, it's kind of like eating a fish that still has the head.
Yeah, grosses me out.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's fucking throw that in a pot and make a stew out of it. Nope. I don't want anything to do with that eyeball.
Oh yeah, that's your other phobia is eyes.
Oh my God.
Spiders and eyes.
Spiders and eyes, man.
That's probably why you don't like spiders because they have so many eyes.
They have too many. They have too many eyes. They have too many legs.
Too many hairs.
Jason sent me a picture today.
What a dick.
Of the fucking grossest. Next time we get him on here, we'll have to remember to have Jason talk about this spider at his work.
Wait, so it's a real one he found?
Yes, he sent me a picture of one he found at work. And he said he almost threw up when he... I won't tell the story, but he did something to it.
Oh.
And the reaction made him almost throw up.
Did I tell you about the dead spider I found in my kitchen that my cats killed?
Oh, God. No, but do tell.
It was, so I got up and the cats were in the kitchen. They were messing with something. And sometimes they get super weird and like they'll look at the cabinets like there's something in there. So I'm always afraid that there's like mice, like under the house or inside the walls or something. And they were in the kitchen, and two of them, they were looking at this thing on the ground. I'm like, ew, what's that? It was like a big black thing on the ground, and I was just like, okay. I shooed them away because I didn't want whatever it was to get them, because I don't want a sick cat and have to go to the vet. Yeah. I see it, and I see this big ass spider, dead, all the legs, but it was big enough to have enough blood that sprayed out on the ground.
Oh no!
So it looked like someone opened up grape jam and like squirted it on the floor.
Fucking gross.
And I took a picture of it. I wish I would have taken a picture with like a dime next to it or something, like for a size comparison. Reference. But it was huge. I squished it again just to be safe.
I can't, like, as much as I hate spiders, I can't smush them if they're big enough that I can feel a crunch. Especially, like, no bare skin is touching that thing. If they're, like, small, and I smush it with my thumb, and I won't feel it, that's fine. I'm not even fazed by it. But if I can feel its exoskeleton crunching, that needs a shoe.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Man, my cousin, she told me that she found a spider in her house, and it was so big that she called up I think it was her boyfriend at the time, and he squished it, and the juice from the spider hit him in the head. Sorry we're getting so gross right now, but
my worst nightmare with a spider, like smushing a spider, is that it's so big that when I go to smush it, its fangs actually bite me from the inside. You know what I mean? Like, I smash all the way through, and then I get stabbed by its own fangs. That would fuck me up so bad.
I don't know if that's possible.
I don't know if it's possible, but, you know, sure, irrational fears are irrational fears.
Yeah, they're irrational for a reason. But, yeah, no thanks. I'm not afraid of spiders per se, but I definitely don't like them because they're just not good. So let's see here. So I had a funny thing happen to me the other day, and it I don't know if anyone else is gonna think it's funny, but I just kind of thought it was just hilarious. So I was at work, and sometimes we get orders that go out to other places or other stores.
Okay.
And a customer had ordered something for us to send to them, and it was the weirdest thing because one order posted, but it was requesting 4 items, and I was like, okay, cool. Click on it, and it's 3 Yu-Gi-Oh booster packs, different booster packs, which I thought was weird because anybody who collects cards, if you're looking for something specific, you want to get the same kinds of packs. Yeah. So you have a better chance of getting the card you want. Well, they wanted 3 different booster packs. On top of that, they ordered a pair of Beats headphones.
What the fuck?
On the same order. So I'm like, who's online shopping? Like, I need some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and oh hell yeah!
It's probably fucking Max.
I need some Beats headphones. I mean, granted they were clearance, so they're super cheap.
Oh, okay.
But that's a weird thing to shop for at the same time. So I'm either imagining this old dude, like, I guess not old dude, but this guy who's like super into hip hop, and he just wants the best things, but also plays Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
But fucking loves Yu-Gi-Oh.
Or flip to that, and you got this spoiled little kid who plays Yu-Gi-Oh and made his parents buy him a pair of Beats headphones.
Oh yeah.
Because
that's more common.
Yeah. I mean, for where we work and live, that's pretty.
I feel like we've actually seen that in person.
Yeah, dude. When
we first had Beats, actually.
Yeah, when we first started carrying Beats, I told you the story about the kid, the fat kid in my store who like started crying, right?
No, please tell me now.
Okay, cool. I'm just having like a nice flashback. So this kid, he would come into our store, and this is when I worked at my old store, and he was the most spoiled little brat just ever, and he came in. I can't remember what he came in for. Oh, I remember. He had to sign for something. I think it was like a Visa gift card he was trying to use. Oh God. And the reason this story comes up is because he always came with a pair of Beats around his neck. Okay. Because he was Mr. Fashionable with his big old shirt. Probably shops in the Husky section. And
with his sweet big dog shirt.
Yeah, the big dog, and he was going to pay for something. He didn't know the PIN for the card, so I was like, all right, we'll just run his credit and do the thing. And I go, okay, bud, now you go ahead and sign your name. And he just gave me the blank stare of death. And I was like, what's wrong? He's like, I don't know how to write my name. And this kid is old enough to be walking around, talking, and spending a gift card. Couldn't write his name. And I was like, I'm like, just, you don't have to have a signature. You're not a doctor.
Yeah.
You don't need to have the loops and the squiggles and have it, unintelligible. Just write your name, whatever your name, Calvin, or whatever your fucking name is, Aiden, you little piece of shit. And he burst in, or no, he didn't burst into tears. He got on his knees.
Oh my God, no!
Put his face to the ground. So he's laying flat on the ground and starts crying. He is bawling.
Wow.
And I stood there dumbfounded. I had no idea.
How do you react to that? I mean, like,
I was just standing there with my hands I didn't know what to do with my hands. So I'm just standing there like Ricky Bobby getting interviewed for the first time. And I'm like, but it's okay. Don't worry. And his mom runs in. She was like, what are you doing on the ground? And he's like, I can't sign my name. And I was like, ma'am, he's trying to run a gift card or credit card here. Can you just sign for it? She's like, yeah, it's fine. She signed it and hit accept and just yanked him out of there with whatever shit he had bought.
Oh my God.
And I part of me wanted to be like, hey dude, that floor is real gross. You don't want to put your face on it.
don't put your face on it.
You're gonna get some sort of foot disease on your face.
Fucking gross.
But yeah, so thinking of I had no intention of telling that story, but thinking about spoiled little brats with expensive equipment, that's what it made me think of.
God,
but
that's fucking funny though.
Oh, I told that story to every single person I worked with.
We had this kid that came in like 5 minutes before closing.
Oh boy, fun.
With his mom
and to those of you who don't know, who don't work retail or anything like that, coming in right before close is just as bad as coming in right at close. Yeah. Unless you have quick business that you are
on a mission
and you know what you're looking for. Don't come here and tell me you're going to browse.
Yeah.
I will immediately...
What can I help you find? Oh, nothing, I'm just looking. No, the fuck you're not.
I just turn into Mr. Frown, and I'm like, okay, well, hurry up because we close in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I try to be nice because, I don't know, a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah.
But when you start, pulling down grates and you're...
I mean, it's awful when you get that person who... You could see them sprinting into the store to come right before you close, and they have a bag of stuff to trade.
Yeah, that's not good.
And then to make matters worse, the oh man, made it just in time.
It's like, well, no, you didn't, because I gotta go, and I don't need to be here longer than it takes. We're open for 11 hours a day.
Yeah.
So figure it out.
Just come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
When we're open all day.
Yeah.
But so yeah, fuck. This kid comes in with his mom like 5 minutes before we close, and we're doing everything. There's 3 of us working, doing everything we can to help them out.
Sure.
And this kid was looking everywhere. You could tell he just had money burning a hole in his pocket, and he just needed to have something today.
So he was looking for something that he could just go, yep, that's it.
Yeah. Well, he was looking for something he didn't know what he wanted.
Yeah.
Like I said, everything looked good, but he couldn't pick any one thing because...
And he wouldn't take a suggestion.
Yeah. Why don't you try this one? Oh, no, I don't like that game. Have you played it before? Nope.
Okay, then you don't know.
Yeah.
Unless, I guess unless it's a franchise that you've played before and you're not a fan of.
Yeah. So it got to closing.
Right.
And it got to 5 minutes after closing. And we were telling his mom, hey, we can help you find what you're looking for. I can give you a suggestion. But we're getting ready to close up. We have to close so we can go home. And she starts telling her son, it's time to go. We gotta go. And the kid starts bawling. He was just touching everything, and he was just doing this sad walk where he was dragging his hands on stuff.
Oh my God!
Thank God he didn't knock things on the ground. I was waiting for him to do it so I could just kick him out.
Ugh.
But he was just doing this sad kid thing, just touching everything. I wanted to get this. I tried to find something. I'm just like, oh my god, get out of my house.
Well, it's funny because it's summertime right now, so kids have unlimited time. It's all they have, and their parents, most of them probably have a job, of course, but you have the whole weekend that we're open so late, or the end of the day, mom or dad gets off at 5, 6 o'clock. You still have a few hours, and we're not closing forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I could find something today. My money is dead.
But that's how he acted. Oh, and just for the record, he did come back the next day, and it was just funny seeing that little fucker.
But, oh god, yeah, that's what they do.
That fucking just cried and just drug his hands along everything. I tried to find something. Like, well, you fucking didn't. Please leave.
Oh god, it's the worst. So something I've been getting a lot lately is people who have recently gotten new consoles. So either the Xbox or the PS4. And how much time you got?
40.
Around 40? Okay, cool. We got time. Is customers getting new consoles, but they don't have a, quote, new TV.
Oh, God.
Now, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So people who have spent between $200 to $400 on the latest, greatest console, but they don't have a TV that is HDMI compatible. How does that happen?
I don't know how that happens in 2017 or even in 2015 when I got that a lot.
Yeah, it's still happening, and it's funny because I think because now some of the systems have gotten relatively cheap, as low as like $200. More and more people are like, "Oh yeah, I can afford that. That's easy. I can get that now," but they still have an old ass TV.
Dude, I couldn't play games on a TV like that now. I know I sound fucking just like totally third world or first world problem.
I'm Mr. Third World.
Yeah, no, first world problems. But like, I can't read the things that are on that screen.
No, it's bad. And at that point, there is no point in upgrading to a new console.
Yeah. If
you're still using a CRTV, then play games that work on a CRTV. Yeah. Play Nintendo 64. Play Super Nintendo.
Or even 360 and PS3. Like, you can get by with a lot of games on that.
Yeah, and they'll look okay. They won't look great, of course, but they'll look fine. Yeah. But
I mean, I remember when the PS4 and the Xbox One were coming out, like that year.
And it was HDMI only.
Yeah, and people were just like, "Oh, that's bullshit. Like, why are you trying to upgrade if you don't
have a
TV for it?"
Like, a 1080p TV is so cheap now. But people are looking for adapters that go from HDMI back to composite.
Yeah. Dude, spend an extra $50 because that thing is like $50.
Probably.
Spend an extra $50 and buy a cheap TV.
And that's why I tell people, I'm like,
or $720 at least.
And I will tell people literally, like, hey, this isn't something that I can offer you, but your best bet is to throw out your old TV and buy yourself, a flat screen with HDMI for probably $100 now. You could probably find that at Goodwill at this point.
Oh yeah,
and
probably.
It'd be fine. You might find a power cable for it or whatever, because Goodwill's fucking weird.
What's awesome is almost all big electronics like that have a standardized universal cable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't understand the mentality. You're buying the games that are supposed to look like next level, just amazing. So you want to take Horizon Zero Dawn and you want to like convert it to 480i.
Oh man, I totally want to just see that fucking grass.
Oh, I just want to see grain and not read subtitles and mud. So you're just playing mud the game.
I bet you those are the same people that always say, "Oh, this looks like PS2 graphics."
Yeah, it looks like PS2 graphics because you're on a PS2 TV.
Fuck.
You piece of shit. God.
Did we talk about the whole like looks like PS2 graphics thing in the last couple episodes? That drives me crazy when people like judge a game on the graphics and then say that, "Oh man, this game looks like it's got PS2 graphics or looks like PS1 or whatever."
Right.
And it's like, no, it fucking doesn't. Do you remember what those look like?
Oh yeah.
They look like shit.
That's like going and playing the remaster, even the 360 remaster of Halo 1.
Oh, man.
And switching between the updated graphics and original Xbox graphics.
I think a good comparison is Halo 2.
Either one.
The remaster. It'll be like play the Halo 2, which is original Xbox,
right,
to the Halo 2 remaster made for Xbox One.
Whew.
Like, that's crazy how different it is.
It's like the environments and the textures in Halo 1 were awful. Yeah. They were all mud. Like, the inside of the pillar,
I remember them looking better than they did. Oh, yeah,
absolutely. That's one of those things that I loved, like, with the Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask remasters.
Oh, man.
They look like how you remembered playing them in the 90s.
Yes.
For us, at least.
Yeah.
When we were kids. That's how I remember seeing Ocarina of Time played on my parents' like 25-inch tube TV.
Yeah.
And it just looking like the most.
It's funny that you mentioned that because it's the only game I could think of where I feel like it, like you said, it looks like the way I remember looking at it. But Star Fox 64 for the 3DS is like that too.
It did, absolutely.
All those 3DS remakes of N64 games actually did pretty good.
Nintendo did a really good job with those, and I mean, Ocarina of Time is my favorite game of all time. Nice. Don't know if I've said that on the podcast, but unabashedly that will be. I'll probably never have another game beat that, just because the time of my life when it happened, because that's important. Yeah. When you're impressionable and it just sticks to you, and it's a game that you've played countless times, you beat countless times.
Dude, that's my greatest gaming feat is with that game.
Yeah,
I beat that game when I was a 5th grader with 3 hearts and no continues,
which is almost impossible.
You fight the Iron Knuckle in the Spirit Temple, and
if he hits
you one time with a horizontal swing, you die. Your fairy revives you. You immediately drop again. Your fairy revives you again. You die a 3rd time.
Yeah, so you have to have 4 bottles with full fairies always.
Otherwise, he kills you and you die several times.
It
was awful. When we learned that, I was like, oh, man, I got extra scared, like, fighting those things. So I used to just be kind of reckless. Like, I got a fairy.
Yeah, or you have all the hearts or whatever, and then you're not scared. You're not scared of
I don't have all the hearts.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Because at that point in the game, you have almost all 20 hearts.
Yeah.
And
you probably have like 18 by that point.
Yeah, you're pretty much invincible. So when I try explaining that to some people, they don't get it because they're either too old or too young to understand. Mm-hmm. So for some people, that the 3DS version of Ocarina of Time is their first foray into that game specifically. They never played it on the Nintendo 64 on the old TV. And I mean, in the past 25 years, the way technology has moved, it's absolutely crazy to me.
Yeah.
That we when I was 5 years old, the Super Nintendo was like the current console, and that's 16-bit graphics, on a tube TV that took up, it was as deep as it was wide. Yeah. It's just a massive thing. Huge. And now we've got TVs that are,
you can buy a fucking college-ruled notebook that's thicker than a TV.
Yes. And then have it be 70 inches plus. Yeah. And
it's insane.
And it's not enough.
Yeah.
It's never enough.
No.
Because when
we're terrible human beings.
Well, it's just funny because you'll never complain about going too big with like that kind of thing. Because when we went TV shopping, Carissa was worried that we were getting a too big of a TV. So we had a 55-inch, pretty reasonable. And she was like, I think this is going to be too big. Because when we were at the store, I was like, no, it's not going to be too big. I was like, honestly, we might want to go 10 inches bigger. Yeah. And that's dirtier than it sound than I meant it to sound. But we got home, and she was like, should we have got a bigger TV? I was like, God damn it! I knew you were going to think that. We could have got a bigger TV. But, I mean, we stuck with it. I dig it. And I mean...
And I've been to your place. That TV is nice.
I love it.
It's a good-sized TV.
Yeah. And I can't wait to get a 4K TV eventually.
Oh, yeah. I love having my 4K TV. I've been building my 4K Blu-ray collection. Yeah. Slowly, but surely.
Yeah. But, I don't know. It's just... The gripe of having people complain about not being able to play the newest and greatest games on the market
on a CRT TV.
On a CRT TV, like even like proto HD TVs, like the ones that were you know,
Like the little
720i, 720p.
Oh yeah.
They still had HDMI ports on them.
Yep.
They maybe only had one, but that's all you need.
Yeah.
And at this point, those TVs, if you can find them at like a secondhand dealer,
You fucking get a TV like that for like $50, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, you could probably go to most big boxes and get one for $100, $99.99 for a 32-inch 720p HD TV, and compared to that CR TV,
yeah,
it's gonna look great because
Yep.
you're used to dog doo-doo brown.
I know. It, like doesn't.
I just think everything's brown on a CR TV. Like,
take whatever small fucking HDMI TV you could think of. It's infinitely better than your bullshit TV you currently have.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah,
absolutely. So, as we were talking about earlier, going to McDonald's,
I love this transition.
Yeah, it's great because we went from nostalgic '90s remembering to pure rage.
Yeah.
On the road. So leaving your apartment, I wouldn't say we were almost hit, but whoever these people were, they weren't paying attention.
Oh, when we were pulling out of the driveway, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Some fucking bitch just came flying around the corner.
Yeah, just like, this is me. I'm the only one here.
When she drove by, she looked at us like we were the assholes.
Well, I pointed at her too.
Oh. I didn't know that.
I got that from my wife. Because she doesn't. Well, when I first met her, she was very like she wouldn't swear a bunch. She didn't say dirty words. Now she doesn't.
What have you done?
I'm the worst role model. But her thing was she never flipped people off while driving, but she would point at them like, "I fucking saw you," and just like
guilty.
Just totally like track them with their finger like.
Oh my god, I never thought about that.
I fucking got you. I saw you do it, and I thought about it. I'm like, that's. Like, if I did something, like, if I fucked up and, you know, made a wrong turn or something, and someone was just, like, pointing at me, I'd feel so embarrassed. And just,
oh, you're fucking right.
Like, just the shame bell, like, following me down the road while I'm naked. But, yeah, so, I mean, I pointed at her. I have tinted windows, so I don't even know if she saw me. But, because she had sunglasses on, and I was like, I saw you! And I don't know if she actually saw me, but, yeah, she definitely looked at us like, you guys are fuckers.
Yeah.
Wait, you were the one who was driving on the wrong side of... I mean...
She came flying around that corner.
It's a parking lot. It's not an actual road, so there aren't really sides. But there are sides. They're implied.
Especially when you are, you know, on your actual side, like as far as you could be over.
And she's almost in your side. Into you.
She's around the corner.
Yep. This is me. My van. I'm big.
God.
Okay, I get it.
And not even like 100 feet later when
we almost got fucking clipped coming out of like onto the street by someone taking a sharp turn into the driveway.
She just had to turn in
as soon as it's not my favorite way.
It's like right now she needed to turn in because she almost hit a fucking motorcyclist.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She's like, oh, I don't want to just wait for this motorcycle.
I'm going.
To go by.
And he had to slow down.
And he fucking looked at her too.
Like, God damn it. I'm a little man on a bike.
Yeah, you'll kill me.
Yeah, easy. She's got a big Dodge Caravan just ready to caravan into somebody. Fucking Oregon Trail. And then, while we're at McDonald's, fucking little girl and her dad just like beat bopping around the back of my car.
Yeah, so they walked behind your car like 3 times.
It was running. There was methane gas. No, not methane. What comes out of a car?
Fucking carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide. Nope, carbon monoxide. Yes. Mono.
Yes, we got it.
But spilling into her face.
Yeah, she was small. Like,
she was tiny.
You couldn't see her above the back of your car if she was directly behind your car.
Yeah,
you could have killed her.
I could have, absolutely. If I was one of these people who don't pay attention, I could have easily just.
But you were careful, and you made sure that you could see her in one mirror at any given time.
Yeah, and then her dad grabbed her and like held her to the side. But I'm like, why are you playing in a parking lot?
Well, it only took fucking fat mom to yell at the husband and the daughter, just fucking stay put.
Who knows what she was yelling?
I think so, but like, because they fucking went back and forth behind your car, and I was like, can we leave? And fucking fat mom was just like, just stay there.
I know. I was like, am I on boiling points? What's going on here? Is someone out to get me this whole day?
The whole day.
Just everything is happening to me. But
and all that happened in a span of like 15 minutes. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, this is the world we live in, and I know that everybody has stories like this, but one, it feels great to just get it out there and just vent about it. But
it feels good.
Oh my god! At the same time, it's just so infuriating that now I'm getting pissed thinking about it again.
We could talk about some things that we get at McDonald's. I guess some dumb little treats that we've come up with over the years.
Because as we mentioned before, I mean, I guess this might be someone's first episode listening to us, but you used to work at McDonald's.
I did.
How long did you work at McDonald's?
3 years, regrettably.
And but you say regrettably, obviously, because it's not a fun job.
It's not a fun job.
But how old were you when you started?
Oh, it was like fresh out of high school when I started.
So you weren't in high school when you worked there?
I started my senior year of high school, and then I worked there for like 2 years, and then took a break to work a summer job, and I was like, before I took that summer job, I was actually supposed to get promoted to like shift leader or whatever the fuck, crew trainer. That's what it was. And they give you like a book to study, and then like you take a test or whatever, like some exam.
Super weird.
Yeah. Whatever. And fucking teenager like needing to do all this official shit. And when I told them I was taking a summer job, which paid way more,
of course,
just for the summer,
because you were doing electrical work, right?
No, that was when I was working
with your uncle.
No, it was when I was working up Lewis River.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
the power company.
Right.
Like I said, just a summer temp job.
Right.
Just fucking working at parks, whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh no, fucking took the book back away from me. Like, oh, you're clearly not, like, don't care about this.
You're not dedicated to the McDonald's
yes. Yeah, I was like, you're right, I'm not.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the best things that could have happened to you.
Well, yes, then, for sure.
Right.
And
but
then
at the time,
the summer job ended,
of course.
and then I didn't want to go back.
Right, but
fucking I needed to because I was living at home and my mom was mad at me for not doing anything, which is fair.
It's fair, and at the same time, I mean, it is tough to go into something brand new.
Yeah, I defaulted that because it was easy. I knew that they would want me back because I was fully trained, and they needed more people.
Yeah, and quality folk at
yeah.
fast food don't really exist.
Exactly.
Because no one sticks around, because the quality people move on to bigger and better things. They either leave wherever they're at.
Like I tried to.
Right. They either leave where they're at and go on to something else, or they just make their way up into management, and then they have you have bullshit teenagers.
Yeah.
You know, running the... Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. That was so loud.
Sorry about that, guys. That was Jake.
That was Jake, my dog.
He heard a phantom noise.
Jake.
And he's growling at it.
Oh, my God.
But
scared the shit out of me.
God, yeah. That was... It's like dead quiet in here, and then just Jake just loses his shit. Well, now you're on the podcast, buddy. You're now a character in the show.
That's right.
So
Jake Quake.
Jake the dog. Jake the snake.
Fuck, that scared me.
Anyway, so we're talking about
so
teenagers
I ended up
fast food.
coming back because it was an easy in. And then so this is where the shitty part came in, is they didn't give me the book back, but they made me do crew trainer stuff. They made me train people.
They made you do the job.
Yeah.
Without getting paid.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So that didn't last much longer because I was getting tired of it. I was wise to what they were doing. And I just fucking quit.
Yeah.
And I quit because they scheduled me to work the dinner rush.
Right.
And the way it worked back at the time was you usually had one person making the sandwiches. Sure. One person on the fryer doing like chicken or fish or whatever the fuck it was.
Or fries.
Well, no, the fries were a separate station too.
Oh, they're not fried. They don't put fries in the fryer?
They don't put fries in the chicken or fish fryer.
Why?
They have different... The stations are completely separate.
But why?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Sounds really inefficient. You gotta put oil in two spots.
Yeah. Well, you also probably don't want your fish to...
I want fish fries.
You don't want your fucking fries to taste like fish.
I mean...
I know, fucking JD loves them. Filet of fish.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
He fucking loves those.
He's weird.
He got the double fillet of fish one time when he came to visit me when I worked there.
God damn it. I remember going there with him, and I was like, oh, dude, what are you going to get? Oh, I'm going to get the fillet of fish. What? I was so confused. One, he wasn't getting something off the value menu, because that's my go-to.
Yeah.
Because I'll load up, spend...
Get that McChubble.
Yeah, get the McChubble, or just get a bunch of McChickens, because... I mean, it's all dirt food anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll spend the least amount possible.
Yeah.
Unless I'm getting french fries because, goddamn.
Yeah.
Goddamn. But anyway, so, yeah, fillet of fish. Okay, fryers. Ah, that's right.
Yeah. So you usually have one person on the sandwiches, assembling them, one person on the
back fryer.
The back fryer, and then you have one person on the meats. And
I'm on the meats.
Yeah, on the meats. They're just cooking like the quarter pounder patties or fucking whatever, like grilled chicken or the smaller like double cheeseburger patties. Sure. Well, that day, the day I quit, they scheduled me to work a dinner rush.
Sure.
By myself.
So wait.
All 3 stations.
What?
Yeah. And
that sounds...
Dude, it was fucking dumb.
That sounds impossible.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't impossible for me because I'm efficient, but that's why they scheduled me to do it. Like, oh, he can do it. So we can save money. We don't have to have 3 employees working. We'll just have one employee do the job of 3 people.
Awesome.
And he won't do anything about it. He's a teenager. Nope. I quit in the middle of dinner rush. They didn't have anybody to do it except for the managers themselves.
Awesome.
This is also like, it was kind of like building up because like
of course.
that week I did a bad thing, but a typical teenager's thing. I fucking no-showed. I was like, oh god, I hate this job. And then when I came back from my following shift, I asked one of the managers, like, am I suspended by chance? And then she goes, why, do you want to be? And I said, yeah, kinda.
Jesus.
I fucking hate this job. And the manager in the back, who was like getting ready to, send me back there.
Right.
She's like, well, if you hate this job so much, why don't you just quit? I was like, okay. And I was like, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get the rest of my shit out of my car. And I fucking went back. I was like, I'll see you guys on Friday. When I come to pick up my last paycheck, I'm out. And just dropped my apron and shit on the floor.
Damn.
And they were like scrambling because like, oh my God, we don't have anybody back here. Because they already had their own assigned positions.
Right.
I'm like, fuck you guys.
They said, oh my God, that's insane. So when you worked there, were you dealing with customers at all?
No, I wasn't what you would say one of the pretty people. So
that's a thing?
That's why I was in the back.
Is that a thing?
It's pretty much a thing. At least at the one I worked at. Oh. They kept like the better looking people taking orders. And, hey, you know what? I'm actually fine with that because one, I didn't want to deal with people.
Sure.
Like, you remember when I first started working with you,
yeah.
I didn't want to be on register, like, at all.
Right.
I actually, like, somehow avoided it way longer than I should have.
Yeah.
I was afraid to talk to people.
Yeah.
And take orders.
Trust me, I was like that, too, when I first started.
Yeah, so I did it for a little while, like, front counter at McDonald's. But I didn't really like it. I preferred, that was my kingdom back there.
Right.
I was good. I led the team, like, whatever. But... yeah, they put all, like, the girls and the good-looking guys up in the front or in the drive-thru.
Yeah, okay.
And, like, I mean, like I said, I didn't mind it, not just because I like being back there, but thinking now, I don't want the fucking gross-looking people taking my order. I mean, let's just be real.
But I was thinking, I'm like, what good-looking people are working at the front of McDonald's?
I mean, like, people that don't look like they never cleaned their uniform.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I don't want fucking Dirty Dan fucking taking my order.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And it wasn't about, like, attractive people.
Sure.
That's not what I mean. I just mean, like, people that looked well-kempt, I guess, is a word. Like,
they had good skin.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
And a clean shirt.
But fuck. It's like, some of the dirtiest people I've seen work at the front sometimes, but like my store we didn't do that, so
just a bunch
whatever.
Of trolls. Yeah, my first job was working at a mill seasonally. That was okay. I mean, it's a weird environment because you're dealing with a bunch of like old fucking dad boners. They're just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go barbecue. When you're 18, you're just like, God, shut up, you fucking loser. Just like everyone's walking around just in their shorts and just hands in their pockets, all getting fatter and fatter.
And here we are now talking about how much we love grilling.
Dude, I love it. Love it.
We're a bunch of fucking old dads.
Well, kind of. I mean, these people have that they were still in that. They're in that generation ahead of us, or 2 generations ahead of us, where being an adult felt like a real thing. Like there was a transition from.
There was a tangible moment.
Being a kid and then being an adult.
Gotcha.
Whereas for us, it just kind of melds together. There's not a thing. I mean, the word kidult is used, which I get because I mean I'll still get toys and also pay mortgage.
Yeah.
You know, like it's but seeing these guys and just the way their life was going. And my dad's a mill worker, so I'm not trashing anybody who does that kind of work because I love my dad and he's a hard worker. But he's not these guys. He's not these Mr. fucking pal around, just sit on your ass all day, do nothing, and get fat because you're getting paid a lot. Because these guys literally just some of the most massive humans. I'm like, how are you standing on your feet? Because your body is just weighing you down. But they wouldn't stand a lot of times. They would just sit and just collect their paychecks and just
fucking push a button.
Yep. And going into that, the joke that Paz sent us the other day, he sent a picture of one of our mutual acquaintances. He's like, God damn, this dude looks like a New Balance sneaker that got bit by a radioactive spider.
He's got formed into a whole man.
Yeah. So just think, like, just receding hairline, which I have, and you think just gut, ill-fitting polo t-shirts, and fucking trousers, or just, like, khaki shorts, and you're like, man.
Looks like a fucking boat dad.
I'm a boat dad.
God damn it.
Yeah, exactly. Just wearing your fucking wraparound sunglasses, looking like Guy Fieri's, nephew or whatever the fuck. Just
young Fieri.
Boy Fieri.
Ew.
But yeah, I never want to get to that point where I don't care about.
You just let yourself go way too much.
Exactly, and I think that's probably.
I get not giving a shit about what people say or think about you.
Totally. To
an extent, but fucking look at yourself sometimes.
Yeah, it's especially when you go from. I've maintained a pretty good, generally chubby aesthetic my whole life. I was never skinny, and I was never massive. Yeah. But I've towed that line.
Oh, I definitely got fat when I moved up to Washington.
What do you mean? Like
just when I moved, like as a kid, I was skinny.
Wait, when you lived in.
So I
when did you move to Washington?
I moved to Washington when I was like a fourth grader.
Okay.
And over time, by the time I was a senior in high school,
right.
I not just grew because I'm a fucking teenager, but I got fat.
How come?
Because of fucking eating like steak and potatoes or meatloaf and potatoes like all the time.
Okay.
I fucking love that shit.
I get it, but why weren't you eating it where you lived before?
It just wasn't like as common. Like here, just meat and potatoes. Whereas, I don't know how to explain it. It's just
because you lived in California.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're eating like
maybe I just didn't eat as much starch down there.
Okay.
Or something.
I thought it might have to do with the weather, so you weren't outside fucking around as much because the weather was bad.
It could be that too. It could be that too. I mean, I definitely stayed in shape when I was hanging out with Jason when we were in like grade school.
Yeah.
Because I'd fucking ride my bike over to his house and
climb
tired.
Trees.
Yeah, and climb trees and weird shit.
Yeah.
Doing kid stuff. But yeah, definitely got fat. And obviously after high school got fatter.
Yeah, especially when you start getting money.
Yeah.
When you have disposable income.
And like for me, I played sports in high school. And that helped me maintain my shape.
Oh yeah.
But when somebody's not forcing you to fucking run like miles.
That's one of the
at
reasons.
3:30 in the afternoon every day.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why when I was in elementary school, I did youth wrestling, and I stopped when I got into middle school because I had heard like how you have to maintain weight, you have to make weight, so you have to spit, sweat, do all this gross shit.
I didn't have to do any of that weird shit, thankfully.
Okay.
But that was also because I wasn't very good at wrestling,
okay.
And the people who were good were like. We had one guy who was our varsity wrestler at the 189 weight class.
Okay.
And I happened to be 189 or so already, but he was better than me. That's fine. I don't care.
Right. So he would wrestle.
He would wrestle at the 189
other teams,
weight class.
Like good wrestler.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want to be JV as a fucking junior and senior in high school.
Right.
So instead, I wrestled at the 215 weight class, weighing in at a nice 189.
Goddamn.
Dude. These are people that had to cut weight to make 215, so they were monsters.
Nope.
In any different way you can think of, like if they were,
they
were fucking just yoked for high schoolers.
Yeah.
or they're just fat shits. And man, that sucked.
That's like a 30-pound differential is huge.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't want to do that. I was like, no, I'm cool, because when I was a kid, you don't have to worry about you stand on a scale and it's like, okay, you're this weight, you're gonna wrestle the kids this weight,
exactly,
and that's just what it is. There's no there's no tactics to it.
You don't have to fucking put on a trash bag and run around for 6 miles,
right? And I never wanted to do that, and I'm glad I didn't, because I know for a lot of people, and I've seen these guys after high school that used to wrestle and play sports, they just turned into balloon people.
Yeah,
because
people won't force them to do fucking horrible shit anymore.
Yeah, and their metabolisms are all just wacky and crazy.
See, I was never like super hardcore like they were.
Right.
But that kind of happened to me. I mean, I fucking
just
up.
When you stop working out or doing athletics, then it happens. But I'm talking like these guys just like turned into just the most massive humans, and I'm like, oh, ha,
yeah.
Hey, what's up? Yikes.
Yikes.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean,
there was a reason why we went here with this. I don't remember why, but whatever.
Letting yourself go.
Oh yeah, letting yourself go.
Just becoming a fat dad.
Fucking fat boat dad.
Boat bat dad.
Bacon bag bed dad.
Fat boat dad. I like that. See, because I like the term dad boner. So I got that from Tom Segura, and I just think of just like the most stereotypical.
See, I say boat dad because I think of just a fucking
dad with a boat.
White dude wearing khaki shorts and wearing like boat shoes.
It has a gut.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I got beers in the cooler.
Yeah. I'm gonna go fishing.
Yeah, you do. You sure I got the beers in the cooler, you fucking just fat slob.
Oh. God, fucking terrible.
Anyway.
Speaking of fat shit, when I worked at McDonald's.
Oh, that's why we started talking about McDonald's.
Yeah, we like totally sidetracked, but it's fine. Yeah. I had a manager who was awesome at the time. Like he's still awesome, but I mean, like, it was cool working with this dude while he was there. We used to make like just whatever bullshit food we wanted to.
And that's something I always thought would be fun about working a fast food job, was being able to just mess with all the food in the back.
Oh, yeah. I made so much shit, like secret menu type stuff. Like I made when they had the snack wraps at McDonald's. I used to make like chicken quesadillas using the chicken strips that they had, and I chop them up small, and then I'd fucking take the tortilla wrapper and just put hot sauce in it, like buffalo sauce or whatever, and made my own like chicken quesadillas. It was awesome.
So you basically turned McDonald's into Taco Bell.
Yeah, fuck it. I mean, they wanted me to be a crew trainer, didn't want to pay for it, so fuck it, I'm gonna take it out of the food. Nice.
So did you get like a per diem for food?
It was 50% off everything except for the dollar menu.
Ah.
When it was an actual dollar menu, because they knew that people would just buy fucking 50-cent double cheeseburgers and shit. So.
Yeah.
So yeah,
you spend $2 on McChickens and McDoubles, and you get 4 sandwiches.
Yeah. So 50% off anything on the menu except for that.
Okay.
But yeah, we made bullshit like that. But there was one night where we were working because we worked at a 24-hour McDonald's, and the one that we worked at, we had I lost my train of thought here. 24-hour McDonald's, and we worked like super late, so it'd be like 7 p.m. to like 3 a.m. or whatever, and we would just make we call it the heart attack burger. I'm sure every place had their own fucking version of it.
Sure.
But we used like the quarter pounder meat.
Right.
And it was like 4 patties of that.
God.
9 strips of bacon. 6 slices of cheese. And we made it as like a competition between the 3 of us. It was 2 managers and me. And we were like, oh, who can eat this the fastest or whatever.
God.
And me, an impressionable teenager, thought it'd be a good idea to win. And I did.
Because did you really win?
Ultimately, no, because I got horrible diarrhea. But I finished my sandwich, and so like the rule was you could have a drink, like one large drink, and
sure,
to help you wash down. You could eat it however you needed to, but the person who ate it the fastest won. I ended up eating my heart attack burger. We all made it the same for each person.
Okay.
I ended up eating mine in like 2 minutes and 48 seconds or something like that.
You fucking Kobayashi.
Dude, I felt real sick.
Just dunking hot dogs in water, just like putting them down your gullet.
My drink of choice was the orange high C.
Yeah.
Like the fruit drink or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
fruit's is a strong statement.
Yeah, fruit is in quotes. Oh, man, I fucking slammed that thing down. But 30 minutes later, I was like, Travis, I have to fucking shit, like, real bad. He's like, all right, man, you won, so I knew this was going to come, so go ahead and use the bathroom. I was like, oh.
God. Sounds awful.
It was pretty awful, but it was a lot of fun. Real quick, I just remembered two of the things that I introduced you to.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, they're drinks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, God, what are we going to talk about?
It was the Thunder Brew and the Incredible Hulk.
Oh, my God.
These are drinks that I came up with while I was working at McDonald's.
Yeah, so you introduced this to me when we first started hanging out, when you started, like, basically living on my couch.
Yeah.
And we went to McDonald's, and you're like, oh, dude, I gotta show you this. It's really good. And it's because you'd worked at McDonald's.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, yeah, let me. And you started mixing the high C and Dr. Pepper.
So the exact measurements: you take a medium cup from McDonald's. I didn't like ice, but also this is just it helped my measurements. Medium cup, no ice. Fill it 3/4 of the way with Dr. Pepper, and then the remaining quarter with the high C orange.
Yep, the lava burst.
Yeah, the lava burst. And it was fucking perfect.
It's so good. Yeah, I couldn't believe it because it was just so tasty. I mean, sugar water, of course it's going to be tasty. But
it's a little bit tougher to do now because now every place has those fucking freestyle things.
Yeah.
And just the ratio of syrup to soda water is a little different.
It is different.
But it can kind of almost get there.
Yeah, I remember drinking that and I was like, this shouldn't work. Because when you're a kid and your parents just let you pour your own thing, you're like, I'm going to do a graveyard. And you put every drink in there, it's fucking gross. Because you're just like, ew, I don't like this. Why would I add this?
Graveyard, I've never heard that. That's funny.
You never heard that?
No, I've never heard it called a graveyard.
Everybody called it a graveyard. And I don't know why. I was like, because it kills you? Because you want to die when you drink it? Because it's disgusting. But, yeah, I remember, I think it was one of my cousins called it a graveyard or whatever. But, and I was like, this is going to be, it's not going to be good. It's going to be okay at best. And it was amazing. I was, oh, wow, this is so good. But I think I prefer the Incredible Hulk because, one, I love the color of it because it is bright green. Yep. And it tastes like a fruit by the foot.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So it's same type of deal, but it's 3/4 Powerade.
I did it different.
Okay.
Mine was 50-50 with a splash at the end.
So a splash of Sprite.
Yeah, it was 50-50 Powerade and lemonade.
Nope, it was also the high C.
Oh yeah, it was the blue Powerade.
Blue Powerade
with the orange, the lava burst high C, and then a splash of Sprite if you wanted carbonation.
Yep. I usually just would do about halfway full with the Powerade, and then I would start adding the high C. And if the color started getting too light, I would add more Powerade.
Cool.
Because I'd do it in a large cup, and I'd just be like, all right, this looks like the thing.
Yep.
And I'd taste it, and I was like, all right, anybody that I was with, I was like, try this.
Yep.
And like, oh, that's super good. I was like, yeah, it tastes like a fruit by the foot.
Yeah, it's real good.
Yeah, so good. I love it.
All right. Well, I think we've been going on pretty long this time.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, we have. Which is funny because we were worried about things to talk about.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd even hit like 30 minutes. I was a little worried. It's all good. Oh, and we didn't even talk about Terrible Neighbors.
Well,
we'll save that for next time.
Yeah, we got stuff to talk about, of course.
Good.
That's usually how it goes.
Gives you guys an incentive to stay with us.
Yeah.
Like, please come back.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, if you stuck it out this long, then kudos to you.
Yeah. Thanks to those of you guys that do listen to us, though. Like, we know there's a couple of you that have stuck with us since the beginning, and we're a little surprised and happy and thankful for it.
Yeah, I honestly, it's weird because I feel like I'm only talking to like a couple people, but really, really, thank you so much for actually sticking it out, listening to us. Because I know that there's like 1,000 other podcasts you can listen to. There's music you can listen to. Anything else, like literally anything else. There's so much better stuff out there. Yeah. But please share this with anybody you can. If you think it's fun, odds are your friends might think it's fun.
Yep.
And if you have any, comments, suggestions, anything at all.
Oh yeah, if there's anything that you guys want us to talk about,
message us directly.
Yeah, if you want, you obviously know us. Message us or comment on any of the on SoundCloud or YouTube or wherever we post it, and let us know like what type of stuff you want us to talk about. Or
do you want to give out the email for the podcast?
I'll put it in the show notes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I like getting the private feedback, because then it's just nice.
Sure.
And I do like it when people comment, like either on the Facebook posts or wherever it might be. But we want to get better at this, and we want
and that's like you said. Actually, it brings up an excellent point. Like if you want to give us feedback, but you want it to be a little bit more discreet and not have everybody see what you're saying. Like
absolutely.
Like maybe you're putting us on blast or whatever.
Yeah, because I don't want anyone to feel like they're going to get attacked for.
It's like, those are my friends.
Right, yeah, for like a suggestion or ways for us to improve.
Yeah.
Because we're new to this.
Yeah.
This is just kind of on the fly. Mainly just for us to have something to go back to listen to, be like, oh man, remember that time we talked about this? This was going on in our lives. We always can like go back to it and kind of put it out there. But yeah, please, if you have anything that you want us to talk about, if you have anything that you think we should do better, please let us know, because we definitely want this to be our own thing, but we also want to entertain people.
Yeah.
The way that we feel entertained by one another.
Exactly. If we want more people to like be included in a way, like then,
absolutely,
yeah, we'd love suggestions.
The more the merrier. So,
yeah, give us any comments. Also, if you've tried the D-Wich, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, sound off in the comments below.
please, God, if you have a story about that to tell, I would love to hear it.
And if we know you personally, and you think that you've got some funny stuff to talk about, we're gonna have people on.
Yeah,
we're gonna have our friends on. We're gonna bring people in, because I know we've all worked jobs where we've had to deal with terrible people. And I'm not saying that we have terrible jobs. I'm saying that we just have dealt with terrible people.
Yep.
Because we live in the world, and we work in the world. We don't get to sit in a cubicle. We don't get to hide from everybody.
Hell, even if you work in a cubicle, you probably deal with some terrible people.
Yeah, honestly, that's fine.
Fucking Linda in accounting.
Yeah,
bitch.
Tell me about that. I want to know about it, and we'll probably have you on. But yeah, thank you so much, and don't feel embarrassed to share. And if you think it's fun, so like I said, someone probably else is going to think it's fun too. So thank you.
So thanks again for listening, and we'll be back.
Hit us up if you want to. I mean, you probably already,
If you listen to us this long, you probably know our handles, but we'll give them out again.
xmattleyx at Instagram, Twitter.
And then I am at the Grassy Nowell on Instagram and Twitter.
Yep. So yeah, please just get us out there, and we're actually talking about getting some better equipment and possibly making this sound a little bit clearer and a little bit nicer. So
yeah,
awesome.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.